Hey guys, so today we're going to be going back to the basics and talking about makeup brushes. And this is something that I haven't ever really talked about on my channel, but has made such a big difference in my experience with makeup. And so I thought today would be a great opportunity to just sit down and have a little chat about makeup brushes. I remember when I first started out with makeup, I didn't have any brushes. I mostly used my fingers. Then I picked up a couple drugstore brushes. I didn't really know how to use them. I didn't really know what they were for. And I remember looking at girls on YouTube and wondering how they got their makeup so precise, so beautiful, such crisp, clean lines. And eventually I got my first nice set of brushes, and all of a sudden it became easy. I could recreate the looks that they were getting easily, things didn't look muddy, everything blended nicely, and so I just thought that'd be kind of a fun thing to talk about. So today I wanted to share with you 3 of my favorite types of brushes. They're all multi-use, and they were actually all sent to me by a company called Mikasa Beauty, and so these are the 3 little guys we're going to be talking about. We have your classic kabuki brush, and then I have just kind of a regular blending dome brush, and then a little crease brush. So these 3, in my opinion, if you're going to be getting 3 brushes, are the ones to get. So we'll start with this little dome brush. This is the E300, and this is just a standard brush that I think every girl should have, but I have a couple tricks on using it and how I like to use it that I thought I would share with you today. So as you can see, it has a nice little dome shape, which makes it great for blending. And my first tip is actually not to use this to blend your eyeshadow, but to use it to blend your concealer. This is a tip that I picked up actually at the MAC counter one day. I went in and I was picking out a new concealer, and the girl who did my makeup used a brush on me to apply it. And I asked her if that was just for sanitary reasons, and she said that no, she actually likes how concealer applies better when she uses a brush. Now, this only really works if you're using a liquid concealer. And another thing I like to do that many people don't think about is to bring it into the inner corner of the eye, because there's actually a lot of darkness in here, and what's great about this brush is it fits perfectly within that kind of eye socket, and you can really conceal any darkness in there, and that really brightens up the eyes just as much as the concealer that you're putting under your eyes do. Now, of course, you can also use this for blending. This is a great blending brush. This is how I always apply my highlight. I apply it under the brow bone, then blend that with the shadows that I have on the crease already. And this just kind of evens everything out, creates that nice gradient effect so that it all blends together, looks very natural, and you don't have any unwanted harsh lines. Now, the second brush we're going to talk about is the E230, and this is a much more flat crease brush. This is great for getting some precise application through the crease. I have very small eyes, so this will really depend on your eye shape, but this brush works really perfectly for me because it fits right in my eye socket. So I can really get in, I can contour effectively, and it really gives you a nice blended look. What I like to do, like I said, is use this in combination. So I'll start with this to kind of place the eyeshadow into the crease, and then I'll come back in later with this brush to blend it out. Now, the last brush I'm going to talk about is a kabuki brush, and this is the F250. I love kabuki brushes. I don't wear powder all the time, but when I am applying powder, what I love about a kabuki brush is that it allows you to buff out your powder. There's nothing that I hate more than applying powder with just a regular powder brush and having it feel like it's just sitting on the surface and that it's really visible. I want my face to look natural. I want to be able to blend everything out, and this, because it has a little bit more rigidity to it, allows you to really get in there and buff things out. So when I'm applying this, I like to use circular motion, and I try to really buff things in so that it really blends it, and it helps to kind of pack the powder into your face, so I find that it actually stays longer as well. I've also seen girls who like to use this for a contour. If you want a really subtle contour, you can apply some bronzer on it, or, you know, in the summer, if you're going for kind of a bronze look, you can use this to apply it all over. And what's great about it is that it gives you a lot of control. If you put a lot of product on here, you can get a much more intense application, or if you just dab this a little bit, it'll give you very light coverage. So that's why I think that this is better than your average face brush, is just that it gives you that flexibility. So now that you know the basics, I wanted to go into a little bit more about why I love these brushes in specific. There are tons of brushes out there that you can pick from, and I've used a lot of great brands, but what I love about these are the quality of the brushes. They are so soft, and they don't shed whatsoever. That's been one thing that I've noticed with some brushes that I've gotten in the past, are especially in the beginning before you've washed them once or twice, they will shed on you, and I hate that because no one wants to be picking off little hairs from their faces, especially, you know, with a face brush. And that's one thing I've noticed about this, is that it does not shed whatsoever, and that is a big plus. What I love about the eye brushes is that, like I said, they have a lot of rigidity to them. They're definitely high quality brushes. They haven't skimped on the hairs. They haven't made them too fluffy so that they don't really do their job. I think that the quality is just so great on these, and I definitely recommend them. And like I said, they're by the company Mikasa Beauty, so I'm going to have all of their information linked in the bottom bar below. And so if you guys want to go check them out, go ahead and do that. Like I said, I'm in love with these brushes. You know I wouldn't talk about them if I didn't absolutely adore them. So I'm really excited to be using these from now on, and I'm sure you guys will see them in a lot of upcoming tutorials. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite makeup brush is to use. But anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!